like a dream, but we still awake.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something a little different here. You see, I'm in my room. I'm not in my regular area, no backdrop, no nothing. This video is about to be real intimate, okay? When I say real, it's what I mean real. I'm answering all of the questions that everybody asks me about love, relationships, all of that good stuff. Well, I can't answer all of them because I legit got about like 26 to 30 questions. I can't do all of them. I'm going to do some of them. And if you want me to do a part two, leave a comment down below and let me know if you want me to finish it. Or if you have some questions that you want to ask me, of course, you can leave a comment down below as well. And I'll answer it because you know I like to talk to y'all. Disclaimer, if you hear a noise in the background, I'm sorry. My dad is watching a movie and he loves to have the surround sound on like he's actually at the movies or something. He's weird. And I'm on FaceTime because somebody wanted to watch me film. So that's that. So of course I have my little my glass of peace, if that's what you want to call it, right here. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Okay, so question number one. Do you agree with the 50-50 logic? With that, me personally, yes, I don't mind it. But, that's really just one of those things where it's really a to each his own type of thing. Like, whatever works for your household, then that's what you do. If you can do 50-50, do 50-50. If your partner wants to be the legit head of the household and pay all of the big bills and do everything, go for it, sis. Do that. But whatever works for y'all, because if both of you aren't in that situation where one can just pay for everything and then still be straight and be okay, don't do that because that's stressful. All of those responsibilities are stressful on just one person. That's not fair. You don't want to do that. Next question. Could you date someone and their family didn't like you? And should family determine whether you leave or stay? Um, Me personally, I'm really big on family. I'm very family oriented. I'm very close to my family. I love family. And I love the idea of having a big family. Um, I've never really had any problems to where someone's family didn't like me except for like once. Um, but that was just a stupid situation by itself anyway. But would it determine whether I leave or stay? Not really, depending on how they treat me and how the person that I'm with takes up for me. If they're mistreating me, that determines if I leave or stay. Not if they like me or if they don't like me, because I'm dating you. I'm not dating your family. Make sense? Okay. Next question. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship and how did you deal with it? Have I? mm. Yes, I have. So, when it comes to toxic relationships, the only thing that I can really say is you'll know when you're done. You can say, oh, I'm done with him, or I'm done with her 30,000 times, but you'll know when you're really done. Don't leave until you're 100% done and you know you're done. Because if not, you're going to keep going back. But trust me, you'll know when you're actually done and you'll know how to move on. You'll just know. You'll feel it. You'll know what to do. Next question. How long does it take you to get over a relationship? Honestly, it really depends on the relationship and how deep I was into it. Now, if it was just one of those, quick relationships, I didn't really get time to really build a foundation or that type of bond with you, then it might not take me that long to get over it. But if I really did have feelings for you and I felt something for you and I didn't really want it to end, but it kind of just had to, then, it might take me a little while. But the only way to really get over it is basically just to keep yourself busy, because I had to keep myself busy a lot. And not only that, but I just had to keep reminding myself, just because it didn't work out with this person does not mean that I'm not made for somebody else. I just wasn't made to be with that person, if that makes sense. Hold on, I'm sorry. Carlton, if you going to sleep, put your phone on mute. Loud ass. Next question. Okay, so what do you expect? Can you shut up? Ain't nobody talking about you. Now go back to sleep. Granddaddy. Hey everybody. Okay, bye. Go back on mute. Bye. Okay, so next question. What do you expect from a man in order to be with him? I expect anything that I can offer. When I say that, I mean, I'm not going to say, oh, my man needs to have his own place. He needs to have a luxury car. He needs to have a job that pays six figures. No, I'm not going to do all that. Because, first of all, I have a regular car, okay? And I have a regular job, a decent paying job. And I don't have my own place. So I'm not going to require anything from my man that I don't have or anything that I can't give. How do you know if you're compatible based on each other's zodiac signs? So when it comes to that, zodiac signs are really iffy. That's a whole nother video within itself. Because I'm true to my zodiac sign. I'm a true Cancer. Anything that you read about a Cancer, I'm 100% true to it. Not like I'm trying to be, but it's just true. But sometimes depending on where you fall in your zodiac during that time period, can determine if you're more so of one sign than the other. Um, how should I put it? Different people are different when it comes to their zodiac signs. Like, this is my third time talking to a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. This is my third time talking to a Cancer. The first time, it just was not it at all. At all. It was completely off. But he was closer to being a Leo than a Cancer. Like, he was at the very end of that time period of being a Cancer. So he had more of a Leo's personality or traits. Now, the second Cancer that I talked to, it had its moments. It had its good and its bad. But, it wasn't horrible. But, I could definitely tell, he was more so of his moon sign, if that makes sense. And as far as this one, is legit like I'm talking to myself or like I'm dating myself. I don't know how else to put it. I'm legit dating myself right now. Like everything that I do, he does. Like we're pretty much the same person in so many ways. It's weird. But whatever. He's a weirdo. I'm not. That's the only difference. Anyway. What's too long to wait for marriage? Another one of those to each his own type of things. You can't really say how long is too long to wait for marriage simply because everybody's relationship is different. Some people can be ready within a year or two. Some people might need 6 years. As long as the both of you have that talk and that mutual agreement as far as like, where you are in the relationship and how serious y'all take each other and where it wants to go, that's on y'all. That is on y'all. But one thing about it, do not rush it because nothing good at all comes from rushing. Take your time, get to know each other because when you get married, the goal is to do it one time and one time only. If it doesn't work out that way, then so be it. Do you believe in love at first sight and soulmates? Now, when it comes to things like that, yes. But it's different levels to it when it comes to that. Like, you can have your attraction to someone, you can love someone, be in love, and then have your soulmate. But it doesn't stop just there. You can also have your twin flame, and your twin flame is a lot deeper than a soulmate. If you want me to go a little deeper into that, I guess I can do that when if you want me to make a video about zodiac signs and all of that, I can also discuss twin flames as well. Because it's really deep and it's going to take time to explain. But, if you found your twin flame, then that's a lot, that's a bigger connection and a lot deeper than a soulmate. So, it's levels to it. So, yes, I do believe in all of it. it depends on, that type of attraction that you both have for each other and how y'all vibe for each other. It's a lot, but we're not going to go too deep into that. How do you feel about long distance relationships? Personally, they're not for me because I like to spend time. Um, Tried it before, tried it a few times, and it starts off okay, but then after a while, I start to get lonely. And, you can be on FaceTime a lot, or you can text all day, or whatever. But I know how I am at night. At nighttime, stuff hits me the hardest. And, I get really deep into my thoughts. Or if I'm not able to be around you the way that I want to, those thoughts at night are going to hit me hard. And I'm going to be in my feelings like all the time. I personally can't do it. Some can. Those that can, I salute y'all. But I personally cannot do it. I cannot. What age should you start taking dating serious? I would say around your mid 20s. Like when you're getting close to your mid 20s, I'll say like between 24 and 26, you should start taking dating a little more serious. Now, when I say taking dating serious, I mean, not saying the first person that you lay eyes on, you need to tie them down. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is be a little more selective with the people that you talk to or the type of people that you talk to and date with a purpose. Not just casually dating or talking to this person one week and then the next month or so you're talking to somebody else. No, like pick someone that you feel like you can see yourself with and someone that you feel like you might want to talk to long term. And if it doesn't work out after a few months, okay, you tried, on to the next. But date with a purpose. That's all. Because, you might be young or whatever, but you're not getting any younger. When should you start getting comfortable? Honestly, to each his own. Start getting comfortable when you feel comfortable with that person. Now, don't get so comfortable to the point where you feel like you can't be replaced. Don't do that. Because honestly, anybody can be replaced. Anybody can mess up and anybody can leave. You never know what can happen. Don't get so comfortable to the point where you feel like that person just can't move on or can't be without you. Don't do that. But, it's definitely good to be some type of comfortable with the person that you're with. Comfortable as in being yourself around them and just being able to relax. You know, Questions to ask on the first date. Now, okay, this is where I used to mess up. I used to be the type where during my first date, I used to ask like 30,000 questions. Like it was a questionnaire. I used to ask everything. Like when I say everything, I mean everything. Like, do you have any crazy exes that I need to know about? Do you have any diseases? Do you have any kids? Do you like a whole list of questions? And I asked them back to back to back, like it was a job interview or something. But that's a little scary and sometimes a little intimidating. Now, I'm not saying you don't need to ask questions, but don't ask so many questions at one time. You get what I'm saying? Like, figure out what are some of your most important questions to ask. I'll say maybe like 10 questions. And then just ask those questions throughout the course of the day, casually. Not just all together, back to back to back, hitting the person with questions like that. Don't do that. Because it can really ruin the mood. Just casually talk, have conversations, have your 10 questions that you want to ask, and then if it's 10 more questions, save the next 10 for another conversation that y'all have like a day or two later or the next day that you go on, because you don't want to run that person away with so many questions and they don't want to take you on another date, or they don't want to be with you like that anymore because you're like literally hitting them with so many questions. That's aggravating. Don't do that. When should you start being sexually active with the person that you're dating? To each his own. Now, if you feel comfortable enough with that person, or you two have mutually discussed it and it's agreed upon, and you also know that person's status, very important, and you know everything is mutual, then that's completely up to you. Well, up to y'all rather. it's completely up to y'all. If that's what y'all want to do after the first week, so be it. If y'all choose to wait for a month or a few months or even a year or just be celibate, that's fine. Completely up to you. Is closure important or should you just move on? I used to think that closure was very important until I reached out to my ex a few years ago and I tried to get closure and it bothered me a little bit more than the breakup, honestly. Um, so ever since then, I just realized that, closure might not be as important as what I thought it was. Okay. So, yeah. But seriously though, I honestly don't think closure is that important because sometimes it can hurt your feelings. Um, it's if you talk about certain things during the breakup, there's no need to open that wound back up later on down the line trying to get closure. You get what I'm saying? Because what if you just started getting over that hurt and then you decide to get closure about it and then you're hurt all over again? So that's more time that you're laying up late at night in your feelings or sad or thinking about what you could have done differently or why this happened or why that didn't happen. Why would you want to do that to yourself? But I mean, hey, if that's up to you, then that's up to you. But like I said earlier, you know, just think of it as okay, I'm kind of sad it didn't work with this person. But just because it didn't work with this person doesn't mean that I'm not meant for somebody else. I just wasn't made to be with that person that I thought I was going to be with. And that's it. Because the more time that you spend dwelling on the past or an old relationship or whatever, the more time that you can waste or you can miss out on a chance with the person that you're supposed to be with. So, get that closure within yourself. Talk to yourself about it. You don't have to talk to your ex about it. Have that talk to yourself. Reassure yourself that everything is okay. Everything is going to be fine and things happen for a reason. Okay, so that is it for this video, you guys. That is a wrap. That's as many questions that I can answer. And at this point, I've still only answered like half. Like I said, if you want me to do a part 2, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to do a part 2. If there are more things that you want me to go in depth about, let me know. If there are more questions that you want me to answer, let me know. Leave comments down below. Talk to me. Also, I meant to do this at the beginning of the video. I forgot to introduce my Wakanda bonnet to the new members of the Forever Gang. If you're new to the family, this is my Wakanda bonnet. If you watched my last video, then you know that I have 4C back to the motherland hair. So it only makes sense to have a back to the motherland vibe type of bonnet. It just makes sense. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And not just subscribe, make sure you press that notification bell. You want to get all the notifications for all my videos because I'm definitely going hard this month. And I got some bangers on the way for y'all and you don't want to miss it. So, with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I took 9 months off and gave you bitches a chance. Now I'm back in my bag and taking over the game.